So my friends from work were like, hey, you hear about Uzbekistan? Turkish Airlines opened up a flight there. You want to go? And I said, duh, book it. Let's get on the bus. We're heading into the city. It's nice and crisp out, early morning. Right off the bat, you know, I had to hit the bazaar and grab some traditional threads. Like this hat called a shugurma, and this tunic or chapan. I just got some brand new handmade leather boots and a Samarkand tope, and I'm ready to seize the day. Whenever you hear Uzbekistan, the first thing that comes to mind is the great Turco-Mongol ruler, Timur, who was known for his great conquest, which at the time took out 5% of the world's population. We made it to the famous conqueror Timur Han's mausoleum. Beautiful architecture. This old stone well you see before me wasn't for holding water, but actually Timur, before they went to battle, had each of his men throw a coin in there. And when they returned from battle, they would count up all the coins, and that's how they accounted for how many bodies that they lost. People from all over pray at his tomb, which is covered with incredible carvings and glorious golden decorations. Buried next to him is his grandson, Ulugh Beg. He was an eminent astronomer and architect. This was his observatory, where he identified and named over 1,000 different stars. His findings had a, well, astronomical impact on modern-day astronomy. Right behind me is the entrance to the Bibi Hatun Mosque. It's one of the largest structures here in Samarkand. Timur Han actually had it built for his wife, Bibi Hatun. This marble structure in the middle of the courtyard is a giant bookstand for the Quran. Looking like it came out of a fairy tale, this magnificent public square called Registan used to be covered in sand and caravans. Goods were traded here at the center point of the Silk Road. These massive ornate portals are madrasas, or schools where everything from science to theology was taught. This necropolis with exquisite architecture is Shahi Zinda, often referred to as the Street of the Dead. It's lined with mausoleums of the royal family. Its focal point is the tomb of Qusam ibn Abbas, cousin of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So we're about to watch a performance. Excited to see this thing. The performance portrays a timeline showing the influence that different rulers had on Uzbekistan, including Mongols, Persians, Arabs, Turks, and the Chinese. We're at the Samarkand Vokzal, aka the train station. We're gonna hop on the high-speed train and head to Bukhara. Another cultural hub on the Silk Road, Bukhara is brimming with beautiful sights. I love the fact that everywhere I go, I see another madrasa, which just shows how important education was to the people here. I'm here with my man Nasreddin Hoca, who's a legendary Turkish folk figure, but also very well known across all of Asia. His anecdotes are taught to children so they can learn life lessons. So this pole that you see right behind me has a horse tail hanging off of it. That indicates that the person buried there was a Sufi dervish. I do it for the Khanate. Minaret madness! The massive structure you see behind me is the Kalom minaret. In Tajik, Kalom means great. It stands at 47 meters tall and has 10 meters of foundation below. In the 13th century, the Kalan Mosque was destroyed by Genghis Khan, later rebuilt. And during the Soviet era, it was used as a giant warehouse. We're about to feast on some Uzbek pilav. Everyone might be familiar with the world famous Uzbek pilav. but that actually doesn't exist because each city in Uzbekistan has its own type of special rice dish. This one is the Bukhara style one. I can't wait to devour it all. Rahman. Rahman. Hoş musun? Rahman. Hoş musun? Hoş musun? Right before we fly out of here, we're celebrating the end of our trip with a fine feast with friends. Yoklumu ishtaka.